From Jason's Golf Carts and Accessories. Today I'm going to show you a few tricks on installing rear flip seat on an E-Z-Go, TXT, or PDS, or any of those models. Although our rear seat kit is very easy to install and the instructions are pretty clear, I want to just show you a few tricks and things that are kind of left out in the instructions. First, here's the bag rack that was on the cart before. Get that out of the way. And you can see, looking at that bag rack, that I've already taken out of this hole the roof struts, and now those roof struts are just hanging here loose. I use a bungee cord up to the rafters to hold that in place. At this step, I've already, like I said, taken the bag rack off and installed the seat back support arms here. And I just wanted to show, because the instructions aren't clear, this is the left side of the cart looking forward, and you can see that the channel is open to the middle of the cart, and on the right side it's open to the middle of the cart again. This simply bolts on in the same location that you took the bag rack attachment off, and it also attaches to the outside hole at the back of the bag well. That will have to be drilled out with a drill bit before getting the bolt through there. But the way that works is you put a bolt through the vertical support bracket here. Now it's already attached. That bolt goes through the vertical support bracket, through the cart, through the bag well floor, and then also through the footrest. The footrest is already here, and those two bolts hold all that together. Seat brackets attached to the cart. The next step is to set the flip-flop frame assembly on the cart, and that's going to be attached to the seat brackets with these Phillips head bolts and a washer and nut on the bottom. Just one trick I wanted to show you here. There's 4 of these. There's you'll see the holes in the composite plastic boards here, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. If you were to open this all the way up, it would flip back down on the ground due to the weight. But what I do is set a roll of paper towels and hold that at about a 45-degree angle. That gives you access to these top holes without putting the weight too far to the back where it flips over. Although it says it in the instructions, I just wanted to point it out again because it's an easy mistake to make. When you're attaching the handrail here to the flip-flop assembly, make sure that you're putting your bolts, they're Phillips head bolts, make sure you put the Phillips head portion on the inside at the front and the rear here. And what that does is, as this seat flips back and forth, it allows the frame to clear those bolts. If you put them in the wrong way, you're going to end up having to pull them back out. And then on where you install the handrail to the flip frame, you'll be using this bolt as designated in the instructions. And I just wanted to show you that bolt goes through here, and then there's a hole in the foot plate, and sometimes that takes a little tweaking. You may have to grab this rail and put a little pressure on it to get the holes lined up. But after installing the handrails, the next step it tells you to do is to attach the rear seat back bracket, which is this bracket here. It tells you to attach that to the cart and to the top if reinstalling, with no mention of reinstalling the front seat back at this point. You can follow those instructions and it will work. I find it easier to get out your new back seat support for your rear seat kit, go ahead and install the brackets to that, and also go ahead and reinstall your front seat back support. And you might want to take a second and take a look at how these brackets are installed on the seat back here. This is the rear seat kit back support and the brackets that are going to hold it to the cart and also hold the top. It's going to be bolted through with the top. If you install these as shown here, you won't have any problem putting them back on the cart. Now, with the bolts that were holding the top on originally that you took out to remove the bag assembly, you're going to reinstall that, and what's going to happen is you're going to sandwich the vertical support of the rear seat bracket and then you're going to have the bracket that we mounted to the back of the new rear seat back, and also the roof support. All that's going to be sandwiched in and held together with the bolts that you took off originally. Now all that's left to do is to flip this back down, set your rear seat cushion here, and then you'll have to hold it at a 90-degree angle like this. Hold the cushion on here, and then attach it from the back with the Phillips head screws provided.